In this video, we're going to take a look at the benefits of the Breadometer. And for those who don't know, the Breadometer probe is a single probe sensor which has five thermocouples embedded in it along the length of the probe and one air sensor. And this probe plugs in directly to a supermole gold or supermole gold 2 profiler to help you get some very convenient information automatically downloaded and displayed in map software after an oven run. And so let's take a look at some of the features of the Breadometer. It has a stop disc at the top near the handle of the probe to keep a consistent depth in your baked good in the dough as you insert it in the dough, and it helps the probe rise with the dough. And the five dough sensors inside the probe help you easily locate the latest to arrive or the coolest area of your baked good, along with an air sensor, which is for ambient temperature and will determine your entry and your exit times on the profile graph. And so one thing you might be asking yourself is, well, right now I use regular thermocouples. What makes a Breadometer better than a set of thermocouples? And it's a lot quicker to set up. The Breadometer produces more reliable and repeatable recordings because of the stop disc on top of it. You always know that you're getting a consistent or repeatable depth that you're measuring. And instead of just having one thermocouple inserted into the dough, you have one single probe which has five thermocouples measuring the dough temperature at all times. And so you easily locate the coldest area of the dough, the area that's last to arrive, and it produces more accurate profiles of your arriving time. And so with that, let's take a look at how you would want to set up a Breadometer. And first we'll look at the correct way to set up a Breadometer right here, with the unit being plugged into a Supermole Gold 2 and then inserted into your bread or your baked good, and making sure that the thermal barrier that the Supermole Gold 2 goes in travels in the oven in the same bread pan as the probe. And so this will help avoid the equipment from getting tangled or caught in the oven, especially if you have a conveyorized process where the bread pans are switching from a slow conveyor to a fast conveyor. We want to avoid a setup where you may have the barrier in one bread pan and the probe in another, which you can see here as that can cause hang-ups in the oven or along the process where the product and the profiler are changing from a slow conveyor to a fast conveyor. It might rip the probe out of your baked good if it gets tangled in the equipment. And so we want to help you avoid that, and really the best way to do that is to have the profiler and the probe traveling together in the same pan. And once you have got this all set up and run it through the oven, we can take a look at the profile. And the really nice thing about map software with this BakeWatch product is that the profile will automatically, once it's downloaded, map software can automatically determine your entry time, your time to arrival, your yeast kill, gelatinization, as well as your exit time. And so it has some callouts there that automatically pop up and display this key information that you're going to want to be taking a look at to make sure that your product is meeting its specifications. And so this product helps you create very repeatable results, and you're getting accurate information all of the time. Whereas with Thermocouples, one of the better ways to use a thermocouple in a baked good is to measure the length of it and have a consistent length as much as possible, that it's determined whether it's an inch or 2 inches into the baked good where you're measuring. But of course, if the thermocouple is not going to be as sturdy or steady as a breadometer probe, and you end up with inconsistencies in your data that you're analyzing. And so there's many other benefits to the breadometer. It can help save you a lot of money in your process, and so if you want to learn more about it, I encourage you to check out bakewatch.com, which is our website for all of our baked goods, and has a nice description of the breadometer on there.